Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giribanadhari Shodhanandana Vraja Janarandhana Yamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Go Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Rama Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo, 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 Agora Haribo. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Prabhu Sarya Sutara Satya Shishima Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Prabhu Acharya Sutara Satya Shishima His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai Nanda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Prem Shri Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nithananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Sham Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Shri Vrindadhavan Dham ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Dham ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Dham ki Jai, Ganga Mai ki Jai, Jamuna Mai ki Jai, Tulsi Maharani ki Jai, Bhakti Devi ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaura Premanandi, Sam Veda Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. All glories to the Assembled devotees. All glories to the Assembled devotees. All glories to the Assembled devotees. And all glories to the lotus feet of Sri Guru and Gauranga. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnanjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Dena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Dena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Didati Sapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nidinamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nivishesha Shunyavadi Vaschachari Sutarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Hare Krishna. So this is the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter number 4, text number 5. Drishvanuyantam Rishim Atmajam Api anagnam devyo hriya paridadhur na sutasya chitram tad viksha prichchati manau jagadus tavasti stri pum bhida na tu sutasya vivikta drishte drishvanuyantam rishamatmajamatmyanangnam devyo hriya paridadu nasutasya chitram tad viksha pichchati manau jagadustavasti stripum vida natusutasya vivikta dirshte. Go ahead, Jim. Drishvanuyantam rishamatmajamatmyanangnam puridudo natsutasya chitram tadviksha prichchati manau jagadustavasti sipum vida nasutasya vivikta dishte drishvanuyantam rishamatmajamatmyanangnam devyo hriya vridu natutasya chitram tadviksha prichchati manau jagadustavasti sipum vida nasutasya vivikta dishte drishvanuyantam rishamatmajamapyanangnam devyo hriya paridadu nasutasya chitram vichya vichchati manu jagadast stripum vida nasutasya vivikta dishte. Tadviksha pichchati manau jagadastavasti stripum vida nasutasya vivikta dishte drishvanuyantam rishamatmajamatmyanangnam devyo hriya paridadu nasutasya chitram tadviksha pichchati manau jagadatavasti stripum vida nasutan viktudishte. Ladies. Drishvanuyantam rishamatmajamapyanangnam yo paridadu nasutasya chitram Sipum vidana sutasya vivikta dishte drishta, by seeing, adiyantam, following, rishim, the sage, atmajam, his son, api, in spite of, anugnam, not naked, devya, beautiful damsels, hriya, out of shyness, paridadu, covered the body, na, not, sutasya, of the sun, chitram, astonishing, tatviksha, by seeing that, prichchati, asking, manau, unto the Muni, Vyas, Jagadu, replied, Tava, jur, asti, there are, stri pum, male and female, bhida, differences, na, not, tu, but, sutasya, of the sun, vivikta, purified, drishte, of one who looks. Translation, purport by Srila Prabhupada. While Srila Vyasadeva was following his son, beautiful young damsels who were bathing naked covered their bodies with cloth, although Sri Vyasadeva himself was not naked. But they had not done so when his son had passed. So the sage inquired about this, and the young ladies replied that his son was purified, and looking at them made no distinction between male and female, but the sage made such distinctions. Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita 5.18, it is said that a learned sage looks equally on a learned and gentle brahmana, a chandala, a dog eater, a dog or a cow due to his spiritual vision. Srila Sukadeva Goswami attained that stage. So the sage that sees these different living entities like Brahman, dog eater, that's a very low, chandala, a very low person that eats dogs, or a dog himself, or a cow, hasti, an elephant. But how does he see all of them equal if he sees with the same eyes that we see everything? Because he sees beyond the body and he sees the soul, simple. So Srila Sukadeva Goswami attained that stage of vision. So thus he did not see a male or female. He saw all living entities in different dress. The ladies who were bathing could understand the mind of a man simply by understanding his demeanor. So men, you better be very careful how you go about life, because the women know what's up in your mind. As just by looking at a child, one can understand how innocent he is. He's a very advanced consciousness, as Prabhupada describes. So Sukadeva Goswami was a young boy, 16 years old, and therefore all the parts of his body were developed. He was naked also, and so were the ladies. But because Sukadeva Goswami was transcendental to sex relations, the way he looked at them was very innocent and had nothing to do with worldly affairs. The ladies, by their special qualifications, could sense this at once, and therefore they were not very concerned about him. But when his father passed, the ladies quickly dressed. Srila Vyasadeva was an old man and was fully dressed, and the ladies were exactly like his children or grandchildren, yet they reacted to his presence according to the social custom, because he played the part of a householder. A householder has to distinguish between male and female, otherwise he cannot be a householder. One should therefore attempt to know the distinction between body and soul without any attachment for male and female. As long as such attachment is there, one should not try to become a sannyasi like Shukadev Goswami. At least theoretically, one must be convinced that a living entity is neither male nor female. The outward dress is made of matter by material nature to attract the opposite sex, and thus keep one entangled in material existence. A liberated soul is above this perverted distinction. He does not distinguish between one living being and another. For him, they are all one and the same spirit. The perfection of this spiritual vision is the liberated stage, and Srila Shukadev Goswami attained that stage. Srila Vyasadeva was also in the transcendental stage, but because he was in the householder's life, he did not pretend to be a liberated soul as a matter of custom. So this seems to speak very much to Bhagavad Gita, our basic book of Krishna consciousness, because we found that Arjuna was looking at everyone on the battlefield as their bodies. Right? Chapter 1, he said, Krishna, please draw this army, this chariot between the two armies so I can see who's here, who's ready to fight. Of course, Prabhupada explains that this was a stall tactic. He already knew what was going on. There was supposed to be this battle. That was already decided. So he just wanted, so when he looked, he saw, what did he see? He didn't see a bunch of spirit souls. He saw brothers, he saw grandfathers, he saw uncles, he saw all kinds of relatives, teachers, gurus. And then because of that, he became overwhelmed, dropped his bow. And Arjuna, the man who can fight with 10,000 warriors at once, he dropped his bow, said, Krishna, I cannot fight. I will not fight. So this is our position in the material world, that we become conditioned to identifying ourselves as a product of the material energy. And therefore we look upon ourselves as this material body. And we look upon others as their material body. And we look at everything as objects of sense gratification. Everything in this material world is to please our senses. That's material consciousness. How can we tell if we're making some advancement in spiritual life when we have a less desire to enjoy separately from Krishna? Pretty simple understanding, pretty simple formula, pretty simple test. How much are we trying to enjoy separate from Krishna? And Prabhupada explains that really our only enjoyment is in service to Krishna. And he compares that to the simple comparison of the tree, right? That the tree has so many parts of it. Has a trunk, has bark, has branches, twigs, leaves, fruits, all parts of the tree. But how are you going to serve that tree? How are you going to feed that tree? You're going to serve the root. Right? And for the root will distribute all of that nourishment throughout the tree. So we're just like a little part of Krishna. So how will we become satisfied separately from Krishna? Not possible. Not at all possible. Actually, we have no value separately of Krishna. Right? Kripa bindu diya. Without your mercy, I'm worthless, I'm useless, I'm nothing. Without the mercy of the spiritual master. Gurudev, Kripa bindu diya. Koroe dase. Tunapika tihina. We're useless, worthless. Just like the other day I was walking on the street, I saw a little screw on the sidewalk. I said, geez, is it worth me picking up that screw? No, it's not even, it's useless. But that screw could become a very important part of some machine. Right? So that's us. We're wandering in this material world like a lost screw, looking for the machine to be a part of. And that's Krishna, that's all. as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this idea that we can prematurely become a sannyasi and become renounced from material sense gratification is a very bad idea. And it's very prevalent and pervasive among spiritual groups. I remember I became a devotee some 45 years ago or so, and I thought, wow, I read that Krishna Consciousness handbook they used to have. And I read that and thought, oh man, this is great. I'll be a pure devotee in a couple of weeks. Thought, this is nothing to it. I'll be chanting Hare Krishna and serve Krishna. I'll just become a pure devotee in no time. So 45 years later, I'm still endeavoring to reach that stage. Prabhupada said, don't become a better Paramahansa than your spiritual master. But it's easy to make this mistake because of our conditioning in this material world, thinking we're God, thinking that we're Krishna. Very easy to make this mistake. Very easy to begin thinking that we don't need all of these external elements to Krishna consciousness. We don't need to wear a dhoti, we don't need to have tilak, we don't need to have sika, we don't need to even, and when it comes down to it, we don't need to chant Hare Krishna. And that's already happened. All of this has already happened in our movement. We just chant Hari Bol. We don't need the Hare Krishna mantra. But this is all a symptom of that we have now prematurely become a pure devotee. Just because Prabhupada says all my disciples are pure devotees, and once you have to understand, take that in context, understand what that means. That as long as we follow Srila Prabhupada, who is the pure devotee, who is in transcendental consciousness like Shukadev Goswami. Do you ever see Prabhupada go around in a nude? No. Prabhupada always wore dhoti, always wore tilak. When he was going to come in an airport, Prabhupada would go in the bathroom of the airplane and put fresh tilak on. He didn't want the devotees to see him with weak tilak. Prabhupada was, because these are, when we first came to Krishna consciousness, we understand that we wanted to adopt these things because we wanted to be recognized as devotees. This is part of our preaching tool. And Prabhupada gave the example of like the police officer. When he joins the police force, they put him in a uniform. They give him a badge. They give him a stick or a gun. And then they have him walking on the street. So now he can identify himself as a policeman. Right? He can't get out of it. Everybody that sees him, oh, there's a cop, oh, there's a policeman. And there's somebody who might need him for something, they immediately see there's a policeman. So we know that every conditioned soul in this material world needs to come back to Krishna. So the more we can expose them to Krishna consciousness, the more chance they have to find out about Krishna and to come back to Krishna. So why should we disguise ourselves? Prabhupada never recommended that. Actually, and this goes way back. Kirtananda, when he came back from India, he wanted to stop wearing a dhoti. This was way back. And Prabhupada said, okay, go to England and start something and see what happens. But he didn't do that. He came back to America and he started telling other devotees, you got to stop wearing a dhoti. So one devotee, Damodar, he wrote Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, what's this all about? Prabhupada said, where does this come from? I never said this. And he related the story. He said, I told Kirtananda to go to England. Go ahead, start something. See what you can do. So Prabhupada never recommended that. Not that he pushed it either. Not that he said, okay, now all of you have to wear dhotis. But once everybody started, Prabhupada expected that. Just like shaven head. One time Bhagavan came to Prabhupada with hair about my length, and Prabhupada called him a hippie. Said, why you're not shaved? So it's not that Prabhupada artificially renounced, he actually embraced all of these external items that help us become Krishna conscious. And he passed these on to us through his example, not through any pressure. Right? Prabhupada, we all know the story how Prabhupada stood in line to take a shower. He stood in line with his disciples, right? So it's not like he pushed these things, but by his example, he taught us how to do these things. Prabhupada described all of these pictures to the artists. Do you ever see a picture of Krishna without a dhoti? I never saw one. But some devotees want to say this is Hindu dress. Is Krishna Hindu? I don't think so. We always tell people we're not Hindus. The other day my son met somebody walking down the street and said, well, there's my father, he's a Hindu. I said, what are you talking about? I said, I'm no Hindu. Hindus are those people that live on the other side of the Sindhu River. We're not Hindus. We're Krishna devotees. We're Hare Krishnas. Because we chant the Hare Krishna mantra. And the Hare Krishna mantra is all there is. That's reality. Reality. Again, I say reality. So if we continue to chant Hare Krishna and hear Srimad Bhagavatam and do all these things that Prabhupada wants us, then we'll become Krishna conscious. And we'll become humble. Because without becoming humble, we can't become Krishna conscious. If we don't become humble, then we'll think we're a better Paramahansa than our spiritual master. And that'll be a big problem. As we've seen, so many times devotees have thought they were better Paramahansas than their spiritual master, and it became a big problem for them and for others also. So we can't be bewildered by others, and we can't be bewildered by our own false sense of advancement, our false sense of identity. So, Hare Krishna, thank you all very much for allowing me to be here and speak to you about Krishna consciousness on such an auspicious day as Thanksgiving Day. As I said before, I'm thankful that I'm in the association of devotees. Only by the mercy of devotees will I be able to make any spiritual advancement, and pray that Krishna will always allow me to be in that association. Anybody here thankful for anything in particular? Prabhu, you thankful for something? Yes. For what? He also, just see, it's contagious. Yes, Prabhu. Jai, there's a rare soul, huh? Jai, Hari Bol, thank you very much, Prabhu. Yes, sir. Hare Krishna. Uh-huh. Everybody does. The Goths, they have a uniform. The acid heads have a uniform. The Hell's Angels have. Everybody's got a uniform. Yes, sir. Yeah, I heard that they threw a whole bunch of turkeys out of an airplane. Imagine that. That's a lot of them live though. Some of the, turkeys aren't the greatest flyers, so people, materialist people, they have no idea what to do. Hare Krishna. Anything else? So the holy name alone can render all benediction upon every living being. Hare Krishna. Mm-hmm.